You're just watching. I mean, that's all this show really is. It's watching Valerie react to the internet in real time. Just share the goddamn link. That's all I want, Facebook. We're on minute. Oh, I have a new watch. I have a new watch, and I figured out today how to make it display all text in Japanese, which just makes me happy. It's not gonna work. I'm just looking at it rotating and pretending like maybe it will work. So, enough of that. 2 minutes to try to share a link. Either you got here to Valerie from Faraway, or you didn't. Oh, yes, Mikkel made it from the start of the show this week. I thought this was the start of your week. Today is sort of the start of my week, or my week just reset because I just got back last night from Washington, D.C., which was amazing. We're done with that. We're done with that now. Yeah, I had to... Oh, I'm holding on to pig butt. Do. I had to go to the Hungarian embassy for my visa. So, and everything went well. They say that they told me everything looks good. I said, "Are you sure? Because I don't want to make this trip again." And they said everything looks fine and I will have my visa in 6 weeks. So, I have no passport for the next 6 weeks, which does make me anxious. Just on principle. I have anxiety principles, and not having a passport is it's on brand to be anxious over not having a passport. I do have a border card. I've said that sentence many times. But no one's letting us in with my passport anyway, so my passport is basically a useless piece of cardboard until it has that special sticker. So we'll see. They fingerprinted me, they sent me on my way, they were very nice, and the Hungarian embassy is on Shoemaker Street, which is sort of out of the way in DC. It's within the city. DC's very odd. There's like metropolitan area, government, more metropolitan, the woods, metropolitan, houses of state, just all sorts of weird stuff all mixed together. Like the embassy's border on a little park. With brown signs, so I think it's National Park, which makes sense. It's the District of Columbia. Anyway, the other embassy that is on Shoemaker Street is the Czech Republic, and I definitely was like one boombox away from say anything with the Czech embassy. I was so sketchy because I just kept looking at it through the fence with the barbed wire on it, being like, "You do na ambasado. You do ambasado." I go to the embassy, except to není pravda. It's not true, because I have no appointment at the Czech embassy, so I just looked at it longingly and then would leave because I was just a super sketchy blue-haired girl, just being like, one day I'll get a visa for the Czech Republic, but I won't. Not until much later. Anyway, thanks, pig butt. It's been a lot of week, but I've seen so many people. I've seen lots of people. Safe, all precautions, followed all precautions, but I saw a bunch of friends. And it was lovely. Thank you everyone I visited. It was so good to see you. And I stayed in a really nice hotel. Thank you, Lee and Nathan. And then I stayed in a really shitty sketchball hotel. Thank you, Valerie. And Booking.com. I'm still angry that listing was not accurate. But what can you do? You can lock your door and stay inside. That's what you can do. Yeah, that was fun. But here I am, after Dragon Con, after road trip, sitting in my house. It looks like I'm still connected, but I'm not hearing from people, but that's fine. That was I wasn't fishing for compliments, but it's too late. I said it. Not compliments, but fishing for literally any interaction. I wasn't, but even just acknowledging that I wasn't, I totally am. I didn't mean to. Hey, Booger. What's up? Fine. I've got a new KitKat. It's the last KitKat from that KitKat run. It may be time. Jocelyn! Oh, Jocelyn! Oh. Yeah, that's right. None of y'all get that response except for Jocelyn Reese and Jim Julian, who I miss terribly. They moved away from Asheville. They are now in Philly. So Philly people, hit them up. They're amazing. They're theater makers. They're smart artist people. And I miss you terribly. Asheville is not the same. So fuck it, I'm leaving. Anyway, Dragon Con was last week. I'm still recovering from it. I am still tired all of the time. And, and I've got students. I'm an English teacher now. Look at me. Look at me go. That's unrelated, but it is related to the fact that I cannot get 8 hours of sleep in a row because there's always something that either needs me late at night or early in the morning. And so far, everything has been totally worth it. But I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow, if I can. Anyway, this came up in our super secret Zoom chat from the Marriott A703, which is just the name of the Zoom room that me and Stacy came up with, and Bo helped facilitate. So I spent most of my Dragon Con hanging out. Dragon Con was amazing. It was last weekend, so I haven't talked about it. I talked about it in advance. They did such a good job. The only person I know who's really, been behind the scenes and involved, besides Bo, who all praise to Bo, is amazing. But Crispy, you did such a good job. I'm so happy about that, and praise Chad. I'm currently wearing comfortable footwear. If you get it, you get it. Dragon Con kids are cool and super nerdy. But this song came up in the chat, and I was just like, I should totally learn that song. I don't know if Charles Pillsbury is watching, or if Gracie's watching, but thanks, Grace. This was her idea. Not actually for me to do it, but to do it at all. And I was like, you're right. And F minor is hard. There's such a sad love deep in your eyes, a kind of pale jewel, opened and closed within your eyes. I'll place the sky within your eyes. There's such a fooled heart beating so fast in search of new dreams, a love that will last within your heart. I'll place the moon within your heart. As the pain sweeps through, it makes no sense for you. Every thrill is gone, wasn't too much fun at all. But I'll be there for you as the world falls down, falling in love. I'll paint you mornings of gold, I'll spin you Valentine evenings, though we're strangers till now. We're choosing the path between the stars. I'll lay my love between the stars. As the pain sweeps through, it makes no sense to you. Every thrill is gone, it wasn't too much fun at all. But I'll be there for you as the world falls down, falling in love. As the world falls down, David Bowie and the Muppets. Or not the Muppets. But praise Chad! I love that song. That is, I watched Labyrinth. I think I watched it maybe when I was a kid once, but I wasn't, like, hooked on it. And then as a more of an adult, I saw it again, and that song, is good. What am I looking for? I want to say that song slaps. But I almost said that song snaps. Like, ow, this hand hurts. Yay! Charles is here. He's gonna show Giga. Aw. I love my people. You guys are so great. Do you guys want to hear a song that isn't finished? That doesn't even have words yet? It's got one line, but I don't know if the line's gonna stay. But I'm working on a new song that came to me a couple days ago, because this summer has been the worst of our lives. But it's ending. I mean, there's no guarantee that winter's not going to be worse, but it has been a brutal, brutal summer. And something about the fact that it smells different in the air, like the heat wave is broken where I live. So now we will have much colder evenings and cooler mornings. And so I'm started writing the song. The thing is that I need a horn section. Does anyone know anybody who plays trumpet? Because GarageBand from the iOS doesn't even have a trumpet. It's offensive. Because how can I beat Beirut to this song? Which is a band, not the city of Beirut. The band Beirut, I feel like I'm writing one of their songs, one of their good songs. I'm about 50-50 on that band. 50% I'm just like, yes, accordion, horn section, beautiful songs about whimsy and Europe. And the other half I'm like, oh, indie rock. I get it. But I don't have a horn section. I have a kazoo. That right there. That's gonna be the thumbnail for this video, I guarantee it. Yeah. Are you serious, kitten? Well, here we go. Let's see if we can keep up. I'm sorry. He's deaf. He doesn't care. That's all I have. But it's there, and it came not fully formed, but close to fully formed. So I'm also a little worried that I might be covering something and not knowing it, and not know it. But I don't think I am. I think I'm just writing the song before Beirut can. Anyway, the summer of death and loneliness is coming to an end. That's all I have. That's literally all I have. And it's just been in my head forever. And I don't know, I figured this show is oddly intimate. You are literally sitting on my bed in my bedroom, in my lovely house that is slowly being packed away. I kind of want to show you something. What the fuck? What just happened? Okay, you're still here. I think. Oh, come on. Okay, good. I'm sorry. I went to touch the camera and it blipped out and I got scared. But it's my life in a bag. that's my bag that I'm packing for Europe, and it's like everything's in there, and around my house there's less and less, although there's still a lot. Because my book scanner's not here yet. My book scanner's on a boat in the Atlantic Ocean, and it's on its way. But today's KitKat is Sakura Mochi. Okay, here we go. Sakura, I don't know if you remember this, but you can watch one of the old videos. This is Sakura, the same kanji from our Sakura sake. This is mochi, which I know this is food. This radical is food, and this radical is like hands come together. So just think of it as like your hands come together when you're making mochi. And then this is aji, which is flavor, which is the symbol for mouth. And then the symbol for tree, which I think of aji is if you just go out and like lick a tree, you're going to get tree flavor. That's literally how you learn kanji. They're all secret pictures. I love it. So Sakura Mochi. Here's the see, they got the leaf over it, and it's all pink, and it's got probably Atsuki bean. Yep, red bean paste. Okay. I am such a niche entertainer. It's like, oh, would you like to hear a woman speak in English? Though sometimes when she thinks about you, she will slow down for those of you who are not native speakers. And then she speeds right back up because she has the mind of a goldfish. Salati riba? Salata riba? Nevim! Anyway, yes, a weird weekly show of a girl who wants to tell you everything she knows about Japanese, despite the fact that she is moving to Central and Eastern Europe, and eats candy. The leaf is totally in this. That, so, like, it tastes exactly like all of this, including the leaf. I guess that makes sense, because Sakura is just cherry blossoms. And it's good. It's specifically Japanese. It's no ocean salt, like, the rest of those went in my refrigerator, and they're amazing. But, so, I drove up to Richmond on Monday. I got up early-ish, because I was up late for Dragon Con dance party, as you do. I got up early. I drove to Richmond. I saw some friends. I spent the night in Richmond. I got up early. I drove to DC. I killed some time. I stalked the Czech embassy. And then I got I dropped off my passport, and I hope it'll come back with a visa. And then I hung out with Alex and Sarah. Hi, Alex and Sarah. No. And we hung out in this creek. We found some anchor hawking glass. For those of you who know what that is, we were sort of making a joke as we excavated it, and then Alex was like, "Oh, it's anchor glass," and I was like, "Oh, that's actually a thing." Like, anchor hawking, I only know because I work for people who are wealthier than me. And anchor hawking, my boss once insisted that we order anchor hawking glass because it's the good stuff. And I was like, oh, that's great. I never would have known. Anyway, but it was in a creek that was so similar to the creek that I grew up in, like this sort of forested suburbia. Like in the recesses of suburbia, which is a terrible word, suburbia, because it is a terrible place usually. I'm not a fan of suburban life. But having like a little water feature and being a kid, and having like felled trees all over the place that have fallen over from winds and storms, and this creek with big rocks, and you can stack rocks and you can skip things, and you can look at crayfish, and little fishies everywhere. It was just like, it was like being a kid again, and I got to hang out with Alex and Sarah, which is wonderful. Anyway, I drive back. I spend the night in the sketchy hotel in Richmond. I see some more friends the next day, and then I drive back to my house. But I stopped in Greensboro because I was trying to meet up with a friend, but it didn't work out. But I went to Super G Mart, not to be confused with Super H Mart. This is Super G Mart. It's not as amazing as I remember because I think that sadly my standard for international markets has skyrocketed, but it still has some amazing stuff. And so I picked up a bunch of weird beverages. They didn't have many weird snacks. They did have bird's milk, and I totally bought more of it, but I've already showed that off. But they had some exceptional beverages that I've never tried. So let's get into it. This is from Thailand, and I never tried it when I was in Thailand. So pennywort drink. Why not? Are you gonna focus? You can read it. That's as good as it's gonna focus. So, no idea what to expect. I don't think I need to shake it. I don't know if it's carbonated. It might be carbonated. Oh, that's green smelling. Oh, but it's brown looking. That is not the color you are on the can. I mean, it's not so far off, but it's not the same thing. Okay. Okay, this basically smells like a plant. Oh, this is exciting. Huh. Yeah, that's a plant. This is a plant smoothie. With sugar. Maybe it's honey, but it is it's very sweet and very green tasting. Sort of like if you had like a spirulina smoothie, but it was just spirulina. It's kind of like that with a sweetener. Yeah. Oh, It's not my jam, but I tried it. Yeah, I'm not a fan. It is a bit, it's a little bit sludgy looking. But I do like, when I love trying new crazy Japanese sodas. I love it. But I'm more familiar with it than I realized. Like, I've been exposed to a lot of what they have. I'm sure there's plenty I haven't. But it is nice to check out other countries that I'm not as familiar with. Because I have got a couple things in my refrigerator for later weeks that are just like, what's this gonna taste like? I have no idea. Anyway, that's, hey booger. Oh, or you can do that. Hey buddy. Nemo's been having a hard time. He's having like a skin allergy, so we've got a vet appointment for Saturday. So I mean, he doesn't care. He's having a good time, but he will scratch himself until he starts bleeding, and I'm very sad about that. So, which is why he doesn't have his collar on. He's got this cute little vest. There you go, buddy. All right. Ooh, my other teacher just sent me a WhatsApp. Hey, Americans, get on WhatsApp. What the hell? What is taking you so long? WhatsApp is the best. Okay, I said I was going to do something last week. Is it okay if I put it off until next week? Because I didn't have the time that I wanted to practice this crazy medley. So I have a few, but I think it would be better if I can actually practice and not go on a crazy road trip. So instead, we will do the regular thing that we do. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Hey. Nemo will clean himself. I think that's all we're going to get out of him today. He's going to be very clean and not drink that gross pennywort drink that got on my microphone. All right. Can I also add that Pink song lacks depth in so many ways that I could never have imagined. Just like So what? I'm still a rock star. I've got my rock moves, and I don't need you. And guess what? I'm having more fun. And now that we're done, I'm gonna show you tonight. I've forgotten the rest of the words, but that's okay, because literally the song begins with na 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 na, and I'm just not blown away by it. But it does flow in very nicely to other songs that we will do next week. Goodness, I'm tired. Oh, and in the middle of everything, last week was bad. It was pretty terrible, and not necessarily for me, but for some friends of mine. And without going into details, a lot of things happened, and countries were crossed, and I got to give and receive a hug for a real hug for the first time in 6 months, and it was wonderful. So if you are living alone, I get it. I'm sorry. And if you have people around you that you can hug, do it. But yeah, I told another friend about it, and they told me that they really needed a hug, and that's another across the country, and I'm sorry that I can't do anything about it. But I know exactly how you feel, and can't last forever, can it? It can't. It can't last forever. But anyway, that's being a grown-up in the apocalypse. I have that goddamn Pink song stuck in my head. I somehow blame you all, even though it's absolutely my fault. I introduced it into this ecosystem. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently. Merrily, 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 row, row, row your boat gently. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat through the deep and dark. In the dead of night, I'll still find your light. Row, row your boat through the deep and dark. In the dead of night, I'll still find your light. Your light. Row, row, row your boat gently. Merrily, 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 row, row, row your boat gently. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Life is but a dream. Row your boat gently. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Life is but a dream. I can't see! Oh, it's too far away. gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. These comfy Chad shoes get stuck. Oh. Get stuck on the pedals, the stuff down there. Okay. Hey, Booger. Hey, buddy. Oh. Hey, buddy. Oh my goodness, he got a bath last week, and he still smells really good. When my friend saw my cat the other day, he said he belongs in, like, was the Hall of Presidents. That my cat just seems, he's not quite real. He's a little bit defective. I don't know why he's so sleepy all of a sudden, but he's super sleepy. Anyway, that's it from us. Okay. Oh yes, I have a face, and you can try to eat it. Akira menai de. Have a good rest of your week and a good start of next week. And we'll talk soon at this conference call where I just yammer on into nothingness. Okay, I love you all. Goodbye.